Namaste, beautiful yogis. We have an exotic plant edition for you today. I wanted to just update you on some things we're working on at Mystical Ranch. So we just came back from Exotica and visited a plant nursery for exotic plants, and I'll just quickly take you through the stuff we bought today and also the stuff we have already planted on the hill. Alright, so we got two different varieties of dragon fruit. One is rosa and one is white Asian. We'll try that and we'll see how that goes. I got Bulgarian or Persian or Paneer Damascena rose, two of them. I got a curry plant, and I don't know what that is. Is this that has to be the ice cream bean or something? I might be wrong. Don't quote me on this one. We have Concord and white golden muscat grape and Concord grape. This is a jujube lee.
That was from Home Depot though.
Yeah, this is different. Yeah, the Home Depot Asian pear, 3 varieties. White guava. These are Mars grapes, also from Home Depot, previously purchased. This is not a chocolate. This is a coffee persimmon, so it's kind of black on the inside. We have more grapes here, and this is a reed avocado, those huge globy avocados. Tiger fig, also not from Exotica. This is the black sapote. This is ice cream bean. This is the ice cream bean. So the other thing, I gotta figure out what it is. I bought a curry plant. Maybe it's a curry plant. Let me know. It's a curry plant.
Yeah, it's the curry.
This is, what is this? This is a grape. I forget which variety, but it is.
That's from Home Depot.
Yeah, it's some variety of grape. It's not exotic. And that's cassis for our kind of blackberry vineyard. Here we have two goji plants and a pineapple guava. The owner at Exotica convinced me that they're really good because the ones I've tried tasted like Granny Smith apple. So I just kind of didn't get any, but he said no, they're fantastic. So I'll probably get one more pineapple guava. All right, let's go to the hill. I gotta stop you or make a little quick stop at the cherry tree because it's so beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's really fragrant. It's full of blossoms, and oh, it's so beautiful. And also I can show you the blueberry patch.
But also, but what's interesting about this is Felix, the guy that helps, he knows this whole property. He also knows how to trim, or what's the word? Prune. And so he pruned it. He pruned the cherry a certain way. We were kind of questioning it, but now we're seeing it, right? Like what it is. It's just got, he took off kind of this whole section here, but now it's like got way more flowers than last year. So
but
I think,
you know, this is a cherry tree here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. Yeah, those are all cherry
those
sprouts.
Are cherry trees.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. They are started from, some are from the roots. These are from the roots.
Yeah.
But this is from maybe from a seed.
Maybe those are potential. But the point is that it looks like it's gonna have a lot of cherries this year. We had a lot last year too.
Yeah. And those are artichokes. I have comfrey that popped up. I put it in November and I forgot about where I put it, and I thought, I despaired. I thought no, I planted 16 comfrey plants and none of them popped up until now, and now I just saw it. It has that tenacious earth on it because the snails just go after it viciously. Once they're big, it's okay. I think it will survive, but I gotta get it to that size. Here we have 10 varieties of blueberries. Same thing, snails love them. So I have copper mesh around them. And we'll see. Well, that's the copper here. It's a mesh that it gives them an electric shock so they don't cross it. Other than that, I have mint there, also struggling with the snails. So this is kind of our more snail non-resistant patch, so it's gonna be more work for us here. And the artichokes fall in the same category here. They also, maybe once they're big and thistly, they'll be okay, but for now they need all the protection they can get until we get them to size.
How are those doing?
This one is good. It's getting kind of the true leaf.
Yeah.
So we just gotta get it to grow to double in size. And at this point, by the way, I have 5 or 6 of those comfrey plants. So I am hopeful. All right, I'll take you to the new plantings.
Hold on, I want to show this. What is this? A finger lime?
Oh, finger lime! I forgot about it.
There's a finger lime here, and I saw someone put their tree in like that, and you just put the diatomaceous earth at that level, at the base. So, just because this area is totally infested with snails, so it's got like all kinds of new growth on it. So, and then what about your famous fig?
And that's a fig, a really white, beautiful, really delicious fig. I have no idea what variety it is because it kind of leaves weirdly. It only leaves at the ends.
Yeah.
But it puts out a lot of fruit for looking like a small fig. We have a windbreak here of a lot of bamboo. So I really have grown to love the bamboo, and we have a whole kind of windbreak of pomegranates past that oak tree down on this slopey hill. So that's about it in this area. I'll take you to the tropical area. I'm meanwhile going to be picking some oranges and avocados, and we have our guardian cat. The oranges are starting to flower, and I really love that. The bees are really excited about those flowers too. Look at that. Orange blossoms have this kind of jasmine-y smell, as you know, and it's just so kind of invigorating, and it's the ultimate fragrant flower. It's so potent here and filled with bees. It's lovely.
What is that tree behind you?
That's probably a self-seeded peach, and it has a lot of peaches, but we have to protect it from the squirrels. That's one thing they really love here. Other than that, we have harmony with the oranges. They really share. There is plants they don't share with, but they do share. The oranges, they just eat the whole orange and leave the rest for us. Over there, the mulberries, they would clear it if they can, the whole tree. So balance is everything. We're looking for that. Or a compromise. I would work with compromise.
Yeah. So last year they didn't share anything. I think we got one bowl of mulberries. So here you can see all the mulberries. So we created all this meshing around the tree, and we've destroyed all their holes and everything. So we're hoping they're gonna leave us some. We've already seen them destroy a few branches, but we'll see.
There is one active squirrel in there.
Yeah.
That does a lot. So I showed you already in on my main channel, I showed you this kind of new plantings. Those are mostly citrus, pomelo and mandarin and blood orange. But up there we have a little more interesting varieties. I'll show them to you. And that's another peach here. And here we have, it's bouncing. We have a white sapote zutano. I love sapote. To me, it's one of the best fruits. I just love it. It tastes like silky, I don't know, silky ice cream.
It's not doing good though.
I think it's doing fine. It's bouncing.
Is it bouncing back?
But it was recently transplanted. I don't think it will like the heat, so we'll give it some shade for summer. Those bottom leaves, I would assume, will fall. But I hope it will bounce. We'll see.
This is the one having the most trouble though.
Yeah, it's hot here sometimes, and we'll put some shade for it. This is a tropical guava. I have a white Mexican guava, which is my favorite guava. This is a tropical guava. I don't think I've ever had tropical guava. It's white. I don't know if it's gonna be different from the white Mexican. This is tropical white. White is my favorite guava, but it's the Mexican variety. And the pink, to me, it's about the same. So, but anyways, this is a tropical guava. It seems happy so far. We might have to give it shade.
They all actually settle in pretty well, except for the sapote.
Yeah, hopefully it will pull through. Those are more guavas. Red strawberry guava and lemon guava that's fruiting already. The strawberry had fruit when we bought it and we ate it. It was, the lemon I think had fruit and it was fantastic. The strawberry is fruiting. And that's about the new varieties here. Maybe I can show the winery, and that will be the update on our on our planting. All right, this is where we're gonna plant varieties of roses. I want the Bulgarian rose because it's a very good herbal variety. Like you can put it in an herbal category. It has a lot of uses besides for beauty. For the beauty of the rose or for beauty. Here I didn't have my garden, so I have a lot of peppers and tomatoes in this row, and I need to clean it after rain when the soil is soft. I don't expect a lot from it just because it's kind of not the place for it, but I didn't have the place for this year. The next row is the dragon fruit row, and because we don't know which varieties we have, it might be all the same. It might be all the magenta purple variety, but it might be different varieties for all I know. I'm not sure. We have a lot of magenta there. Magenta inside, the one that's hot pink inside. So this is all hot pink passion fruit. And here we'll see, but we'll add the white ones that I got today at Exotica. We'll add them here or in a pot, we'll see. The rest is the row of blackberries. We have a really big row, maybe a little too tightly planted, but we'll manage. This is raspberry. This is some form of a squash. I forgot which variety. Just for this year, to just kind of interplant it while they're small.
Well, because we're watering here, so we might as well put those things here.
Yeah, so far they're staying very moist even if I forget watering, so that's good because
That's going to be our vegetable garden there though, but we still got work on it, so we're letting it go for this year.
yeah, for this year I'm just kind of planting here because we're gonna leave this row probably empty because the dragon fruit tends to kind of grow big and overlap. So I don't know if we're gonna have here we can have a low growing herb, kind of like a thyme or something, so that it's kind of like stage layered planting. That's about it. I have some certain watermelons. I bought mostly kind of heirloom. This is like an heirloom orange African watermelon. I figured it would do okay in the heat here. All the varieties of tomatoes are wild tomatoes, wild cherry tomatoes. Are small and they require less care because I figured there's gonna be less care this year, not a proper garden. So I just bought heirloom varieties that are less picky and produce kind of smaller fruit. So we'll see. That's an everything here is an experiment. Johnny taught me because I've had a lot of failure with my experiments, mostly because snails eat everything. He taught me that action provides information. So every time I fail, I've gathered information of how to do it next time. And that's kind of a good saying for life, I think.
You got to get on the path and walk.
Yeah, you got to start doing stuff because
even if there's a bunch of mistakes. So.
Yeah. Here I have a few other varieties of things, lovage and stuff. If they take, I'll show you. But I'm experimenting with so many seeds and so many varieties, so they'll have information in the future. In the next few years, I'll have my favorites and things that work and things that don't and so forth. Oh, but you can come with me for orange picking for a little bit. Let's go. I will have to show you. We're just walking by the avocado flowers, and they do this once every 2 years, so it's not every year because they take a year off. Farmers that farm avocados as a business, they consider this lazy, but Hass avocados and a lot of varieties of avocados develop an alternating bearing cycle, and they have put so much research into finding the avocados that don't do that. But most avocados, they fall into the alternate bearing cycle. So last year we had the low year. We have a little bit of avocado just to ship to some of you that bought boxes and are buying boxes. They're right now in season, and for us, but not much more than that. But the year before we had how many tons of avocados?
We had a bunch of bins, yeah.
We had a few tons.
Yeah, a couple thousand, probably 2 tons.
But we also had another ton that we didn't pick.
It was 1.5 tons, so because it's 3,000 pounds.
I see.
Was it? Yeah, about that.
But this year they're doing crazy flowering. Did you catch? It's just they look weird because they look like they're about to die.
Yeah, We thought they
drop-
were. We thought they were like having trouble, but everything in the area is doing this.
They drop their leaves, and then they put all the energy into this elaborate flowering. And then, depending on weather and other conditions, they will keep some of the fruit. So this is absolutely magnificent. It's such a beautiful flower. AB variety for the house. All right, so I'm picking some oranges. I have been juicing oranges. During the day, I'll have a huge amount of oranges. Sometimes there's so many fallen oranges. I collect them and immediately juice them because they will go bad since they're fallen on the ground. But right now I'm picking this for smoothies. And because if you're ordering from us, by the way, there is still another month that you can order. They are slowing down, but there is still plenty. So you can order till probably towards the end of May 20th maybe. There will be this variety. They're this kind of double orange inside. They're amazing, and the smoothie is so good. But I pick them for juice, for smoothie. They're just lovely.
And they're totally organic, nothing sprayed. The peels, there's no wax on the peels, nothing. So you can use the peels too.
Yeah. Oh, the peels are fantastic. Actually, my neighbor, who's doing exactly the same thing we're doing, planting the same exotic varieties, even more. She eats them and puts a whole orange in her smoothie because a lot of the benefits are in the peel. So, and with the blood oranges, I do eat them like a kumquat, the whole peel. But she says a lot of these health benefits are in the peel, so she just eats it like an apple. And I guess a lot of people do that. Because I fill my Blendtec jar to the brim almost with oranges and just one banana because I want to taste the oranges. So I keep it so simple. A little bit of water, a little bit of sweetener, that's it. I wanted to have this orange Julius flavor. It's just so creamy, milky, because the oranges are so high in calcium. I'm assuming that the milkiness and creaminess is the calcium, and it's in the pith. I try to keep the pith on, but I don't put a lot of peel because it will get very kind of zesty, citrusy. But for a smaller smoothie I would. Anyways, if you want recipes with such type of orange, because this orange is so pure in flavor, let me know and I'll share next like the basic smoothies I make. They're so basic that really there is no recipe but I can share what I'm doing with them. But they're heaven. Anyways, thanks for watching. That was my short update. We're constantly bringing new plants and new trees. If you have any advice for me, any tips, please let me know. We're learning here, but it's an exciting journey. Namaste.